Well, hello there. It's that time again. Yes, it is. It is time for our weekly tarot and astrology reading. Yes, here on this beautiful Sunday afternoon, September the 8th of 2019. And as usual, I'm going to go over some Tarot de Marseille trump cards, followed by some astrology. And as always, it's going to be interesting, so do please stay tuned in. Okay, in a moment, 3 Tarot de Marseille trumps are going to come onto the screen and cover my face. These are the cards drawn at random for this upcoming week for all of us. And the cards that I drew are the Empress, the Moon, and Justice. So here the Empress sits, this is us, ruling, or at least trying to rule, holding up her scepter, keeping her shield in the other hand to protect her from perhaps unwanted influences from the past. But what she's facing is kind of challenging. She's looking at a strange party. 2 dogs are barking at each other. A crayfish coming up out of the pond is joining the fray, while the man in the moon looks on. There's no humanity here. There's no people. It's the only trump card that doesn't have any people whatsoever. So there's going to be a lack of communication perhaps, or a perception of confusion, or just a feeling short-term of some desolation. We're going to explain that better when we get into the astrology. It does fit in this week. And what also fits, okay, is that final card of Justice. Because we are going to be weighing things in the balance. That's what we're going to be doing. We'll be weighing things in the balance, cutting away things that we don't need to look at. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to change this up a little bit. What I want to do, I want to explain the astrologies. It fits in really well with the tarot cards. We're just going to make this a big section here with the tarot cards and the astrology together. I usually break them up, but I want to go ahead and flow with this. So let me put on my glasses. Okay, put on my glasses, and then I'm going to go ahead and get my Jim Maynard's Pocket Astrologer. Yep, what I use every week. I really like this little thing. It's been very accurate and reliable for me. So we go ahead and look in here, and most of this week is so-so. The moon is waxing. It's getting greater in strength as we are approaching a full moon this Saturday, the 14th. Now, the thing is, most of these days we don't have any really great aspects interacting with planets on days that the planets rule. What I did see was interesting is on Friday the 13th, okay, Friday the 13th at 11:12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we are going to have Mercury in conjunction with Venus. Now we could see this as a melding of the head and the heart. We could see this as balancing intellect and emotions. This might be a useful thing for healing or a balancing meditation. Okay, that would be worth exploring. You want to do this in the morning or early afternoon if you can, because what's going to be happening now, the moon in the afternoon at 4:12 p.m. is going to be in opposition to Mars. That's not a time you want to be trying to do a ritual or something. That's not going to work very well. Okay, and in the morning we have Moon squaring Jupiter at 2. That's not morning. It's early afternoon, 2:35 p.m. So to play it safe, you may want to do something between like 11:30 and 2 o'clock if you can, and that would probably work out nicely. Now, what's also especially interesting though now is that the following day, on Saturday the 14th, we are going to have a harvest moon. This is the first moon of September, the time of the harvest. The moon will be void of course as it goes full at 12:33 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Then in the morning, by the way, I'm sorry, the moon is going to go into Aries later in the day, 6:32 p.m. Okay, so that void of course is almost 24 hours. It's a long void of course. Okay, then we have 3:15 in the a.m. on Saturday, Mercury is going to go into the sign of Libra, followed by Venus going into Libra, the sign that it rules, yay, at 9:43 a.m. Now we get back to our tarot cards. Get these glasses off. We go back to the tarot cards. The whole thing with justice is careful assessment, okay? Cutting away, for one thing, defending and cutting with the sword, which we can see as the mind, or our digging into things. And then we have the scales, which is the weighing. So Mercury in Libra suggests to me weighing things carefully in the balance. We got two planets actually going into Libra, into the sign of Libra. And here we have a tarot card that, in modern parlance, is directly attributed to Libra. Now, Tarot de Marseille does not have these occult correspondences, but Rider-Waite, Crowley Thoth, decks I've read with for years, they attribute the Justice card to Libra. So I thought that was an interesting correlation. And what this is also telling me, we kind of have astrologically a week that's non-exciting. Maybe that's the significance of the moon energy. And then we have that big opportunity for balance at the end of the week, working with that Justice / Libra energy. Okay, well listen, I really appreciate your tuning into the blog. It's a pleasure doing it for you. I thank you again from the bottom of my heart. I really do appreciate it. Until I see you next week, many, many blessings.